appropriate.
Oh my God.
Good
John
morning,
Legend.
everybody. I just had to make sure
Kids are made
that
to be
warning.
heard, not seen, or something, or seen, not heard. That's right.
That's
said
how
the
we
same
feel about you,
people from-
Spencer.
We said
Do
the same
what?
about
Not
people
heard.
from North Carolina, but you see where that got us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Great state.
Oh God, you let one of them on, and it just runs amok. You know,
That's right.
that's right. Good morning.
Good morning.
That's right. Good morning. Hope everyone's doing great this Thursday morning. I don't know about you guys, but I feel so just like blah today. And I don't know why, man. Like I just woke up just not feeling it.
Yeah, mine was a little bit too much alcohol last night.
Oh no, that wasn't my problem. I only had 4 beers.
Only 4 beers?
Yeah, just 4. That's not a lot. Is that a lot to you?
No, just
Oh, is that a lot?
No, I had a couple of cigars, a bunch of tequila, and then I actually ate a late supper, had some wine, and watched a movie.
Oh, nice. What movie did you watch?
It was one that I
The Devil Wears
seen
Prada.
before, but I forgot about it, and it really
Doesn't matter.
kind
What
of
was it?
sucked. It's called "The Minute You Wake Up Dead" with
I've never heard of that one.
had Cole Hauser in it. I don't know, it's a few years old, I guess.
Interesting.
Never heard of it. So
It was
couldn't
just
say
neither.
that good.
don't waste your time. I mean, it's I don't know. It's
Terrible.
The acting was bad,
And
I mean Cole's
and,
acting.
And Adam, you don't talk shit about Devil Wears Prada. Look, Devil Wears Prada 2 just dropped on Disney this week, bro. My wife and I have already got a Devil Wears Prada movie night planned. We're gonna watch the first one and the second one. They were fun. That was a funny movie. I don't care what you guys say. If you haven't seen it, you're doing yourself a
You
disservice.
can't
Tell me anything.
I'll send you 4 and 4. Put you out of
That's
your
a
misery.
funny movie, dude.
Seriously.
Anyway, yeah.
Well-
let's roll some intro.
Yeah,
footage
let's do
here.
that.
Yeah, let's do that. Come on, go for your cups up. We'll see y'all back 30 seconds.
Well, it is so great to have John back on the show.
Typhoid John.
I know.
Oh,
He's always John has some good little one-liners with his name. I like it, John. You always
Well, they're very topical. I mean, last week I was on vacation, and for some reason I caught COVID on my way home. So I have been dealing with COVID all week, and today's really the first day that I've gotten out of bed before, 11 a.m. I'm moving forward and progressing at this point.
I love how John goes for some reason. You know what I mean? Like it was just this random act that the universe dropped on him. It's not like John wasn't out in public messing around, doing.
Are you changing the name to the double virus bounty hunter now?
Ooh.
No, I'll be back to my normal self next week.
Yeah.
Well, you sound okay, John. It's good. I mean, is it
glad you're okay.
you've had COVID before? Was this one worse than the last time, or what?
Actually, yeah. This was rougher. I've had it 2 other times, and this by far was the most difficult. It hit me like a Mack truck.
Yeah.
I didn't get out of bed. I didn't get out of bed Monday at all. Tuesday, I stayed in bed most of the day.
Damn.
And it was it really leveled me. I actually feel worse for my wife because my wife, she's got a compromised immune system. So when she gets COVID, it takes her a month to get over it, where it takes me a few days to get over it.
Did she catch it?
Oh yeah. She claims that she's patient 0. No, she compromised immune system.
No. Patient 0 is the Villages, which is where you were, which is why you got that, because all them old people spread everything between themselves.
Actually, my theory is that my sister-in-law and her infant son may have caught it on the plane flying down from Philadelphia.
Did you see any upside down pineapples out there at the Villages on the doors?
What is it with you and dude? If you want the people's
you know
addresses, just have John write them down. You ask this every single time. Just go visit the place, Spencer.
He's going down there looking for
It
loofahs.
is a massive.
If it's true or not,
It is 3 counties large. 3 counties.
It's a big
But
place.
it's not just the upside down pineapples, Pedro. If you have a loofah on your cart in the Publix, it's the same thing.
How do you know that
That's
one?
interesting.
Listen, man.
Yeah,
Oh, he's a Floridian. Like they
am-
probably have like Floridian, like they're like a underground tourist guide for Floridian and Floridians, and that's.
Well,
Floridian.
I'm gonna for next week. I'm gonna put together a video clip of some of the people watching from the from one of the squares.
Oh Lord.
So it's gonna be. It should be interesting. About 30 seconds. It's gonna be short, and sweet, but it's funny the types of people you see there.
Oh Lord.
Well, we remember the pictures you sent us last time.
Let's talk
Yeah,
about the
it's in the
elephant.
same vein.
Let's talk about the elephant in the room here. Jeff, what the hell?
What the hell? What?
You killed it.
I sure did.
It was a living,
It
breathing
was glorious.
thing. Yeah.
It was glorious.
It was your
I'm looking
It'll
It was
be
your,
back tonight before he goes to bed.
it was your gray fox salt and pepper Ethiopian caterpillar.
He kind of looks like Charlie Sheen in a way.
Yeah, he does,
Go.
doesn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Charlie Sheen survived to be 80.
Hey, look, Mom, no wrinkles. You know, I'm old.
It's the
Speaking of,
Italian
That's
stallion.
where we're looking at the person here. We're looking at
That's nice to be naked again. You know. Yeah. You know,
Let's not go that far. This is a PG show.
I'm not going that naked.
No, John almost took us there
I thought
last
that was
week.
my job.
He was almost naked in the pool.
Yeah, seriously. Like
Oh yeah. He probably
we didn't even
was.
have
We
any
don't
blur.
know that. We
nothing
do not
blurred.
know-
I was nervous.
Yeah.
I
we
was
do
at the
not know
building. When in Rome.
Oh look, we have somebody driving a vehicle.
and not keep
Oh, that's super
the
safe.
road.
What's odd is he's driving a vehicle and he doesn't have his coffee with him.
I know.
Want to bet?
Oh, there we go. All right.
Oh, but is it good coffee?
No.
Yes,
gas-
actually, it is. It's Road Dog coffee in a travel mug.
It's
There
Road
you
Dog
go.
coffee in a
Plug
travel
away.
mug
Oh,
that
by
he
the
stole
way.
from a truck stop.
Yeah.
That is the woman. That's the woman coffee,
Woman
the
coffee,
the
yeah.
pink one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got that box yesterday, and I decided I wanted to try that. That's
You wanted
that's
to
actually
dress
some
your
pretty good
marijuana?
coffee.
That's what Adam's
Oh.
got.
Actually, I'm drinking Highway Heroes, but the wife does love your female coffee.
Yeah.
Highway Heroes. I got to get myself some of that stuff, man. Spencer, hook me up, man.
Yeah. You would like
Pick a little mid medley for me.
yeah, Long Haul and Black Dog are
Did you just
Two
say
of the top sellers.
medley?
Bigelow's mid medley. Yes,
I'll give it to you because you're sick. You get a week off of me picking on you.
Thank you. I appreciate that, Adam. You're a big man.
Wait, hey, whoa. We don't have to talk about my size.
Hey, getting personal.
Did any of you guys, speaking of COVID,
No.
see that shit show yesterday with Fauci? The
I
whole
didn't even
Oh my
Nope,
God!
pleading the
I
I
fifth.
thought we'd avoid politics on this.
Dude,
Yeah.
listen, no politics, no religion.
I mean,
know.
that was just some shit.
No, this is Spencer's show. He can talk about what he wants.
No, I mean, I just seen if it was such a shit show, him pleading the fifth like that. And then I
Yeah,
think the
what-
funniest part was when Fox News, when you're watching highlights, they brought Dave Chappelle. Did you ever see the skit Dave Chappelle did when he was sitting there in court and he goes pleading the fifth?
I plead the fifth.
Yeah, he starts singing,
One,
going
two,
1,
three,
2,
four,
3, 4,
six,
5 feet. They started showing that. That was freaking hilarious.
It's
Look,
not- it's
I'm
not
gonna
funny, though.
I'm gonna reserve my private comments for private. Just as
Yeah.
somebody who was on the front lines during that bullshit, I want
Yeah.
to see that. I want to see that dude held to the highest extent of the law, but we all
yeah.
know nothing's going to happen. It's pomp and circumstance.
Unless
Well,
they go on the state level, though, Adam.
that's why he pleaded the fifth, because they Rand Paul and I love the other dude from Ohio that absolutely said, you know, what in the, who the F do you think you are? Right. I mean, just the way he was going at him, but they were trying to trip him up, and his attorneys told him, just plead the fifth, because if they trip you up on something, they know they've got you dead right. They know what you've done, but if you say anything wrong, then they could flip that to a state level prosecution.
Yeah,
My
they
whole
kicked
thing
out his
is,
lawyers. They kicked out his lawyers. They said,
know.
"Hey, you know what? We don't recognize you. Get out."
Yeah.
What's crazy to me is what kind of dumbass post his personal journal on a federal computer?
Right.
Well,
they had him dead to right. There's no disputing that. They had him dead to right. You know, the problem is he was pardoned, and you know he's untouchable at that level. But state level, you're right. I mean, he could be had at the state level, but it's not going to happen because he pleaded the fifth. Now, just like Rand Paul said, they're going to take a week or 2 weeks, and they're going to decide how they want to approach this thing with him pleading the fifth, because there are repercussions that they can take.
Well, remember, you got the contempt, number
Right.
one, and second, when you get a pardon,
Right.
the fifth doesn't count at all.
No.
Not that's why they're going to throw a contempt at him, you know,
Right.
because he's protected.
Yeah. But it's a shame. I mean, you know, listen, there's a reason why Biden pardoned him. They knew if he was totally clean, there was no reason for a pardon.
It wasn't
right,
dude. It was the auto pen.
Well, exactly. The computer did it, and that's what they were trying to flip over, was seeing, okay, is there any validity to the pardon because it was done with the auto pen versus, because anytime a president pardons somebody, they have to physically sign the pardon. It cannot be done with an auto pen. And that's what they were trying to figure out, was it with the auto pen? If it was, well, did that pardon really count? You know, but I think they probably could discover that it was done with the auto pen and flip that pardon. I don't think the Trump administration is going to do it, just because of the chaos it would cause with the other side of the aisle. It would be a major distraction to what's going on right now. So, I mean, maybe he's going to do it later down the road, just kind of table it or something like that. Who knows what he'll do?
Okay, off to bigger and better things, guys. The Daygum Truck Show was great.
Yeah, I love the
It
images.
was great.
Great photos.
Bang, old thing. You sound like Boomhauer.
Yeah, JR gets to go trucking this week and next week.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, my lead driver, Ron Miller, he retired Friday of last week.
Nice.
And
wow.
So
that's
yeah.
How many years was he with you?
Let's see. This is 26, so he was with me for 16 and a half years.
Wow. You must have treated him well.
Yeah. Well, all of my guys have been with me for forever. I don't usually when I get a new driver, they usually don't go anywhere till they retire. I've had a total of 8 drivers retire here.
Wow.
So
good for you, man.
Yeah, we don't, you know, we treat our drivers right. Do we get sideways with them every once in a while? Of course, we always, you know, it's going to happen.
Yep.
Yeah.
But what I've learned overall is, you know, maybe I can't do exactly what they want, but there's always a compromise, something they can live with and something I can live with. And we figure it out. And if we can't figure it out, I'm honest with them. I'm honest with them. It's like, I can't do anything for you, you know? And so, yeah, I mean, you know, we've had a couple of drivers over the years where, you know, they've come on and, you know, we give everybody 90 days. Give us 90 days. At the end of 90 days, we bring you back to the yard. We sit down and we talk and we figure out for you and your family and us if this is going to work. And if it's not going to work, hey, no hard feelings, you know.
Right.
And matter of fact, we're talking to a new driver right now for Ron's truck, and I talked to him on my way home from the truck show, and one of the requirements is if they're married, their wife has to be sitting right there with them. That way, I can answer questions with them listening, so that they're not caught off guard. And the wives, all the wives have got my cell phone number, and if they have a question or an issue, they call me.
Not many do that.
I try to, I just, you know, now, mind you, you know, we don't have 200 trucks, but I would think, honestly, for me, I would think even if I did have 200 trucks,
they do the same thing.
I honestly think I would do the same thing, because I have found out over the years that's what works. That's what keeps, you know, we don't hire. We do not hire seat warmers. We hire professional truck drivers for
it's all
what
about
we do.
Transparency, my friend. It's all about transparency. It really is.
And you know, it was probably maybe 10 years ago when I figured out what I was doing wrong.
Computer, turn on lights.
And once I figured out what I was doing wrong,
computer set lights.
It was like a light switch. It flipped on, and it's like, oh shit, I need to completely redo what I'm doing here. So yeah,
at least
you have a name for your computer than computer, John.
That you
were able to hear that?
At least you realized that, and you
we heard that
gap or a problem in your operation.
No, you didn't. Computer, turn on the lights. Computer, set brightness to 4.
No, actually,
like, you could have called her
computer.
Called her Shirley. Yeah.
Well,
computer,
Alexa only allows you to use Alexa, computer, or Echo. It's all it allows you to do. Otherwise, I would name it a custom thing.
Computer set the bed vibrates 4. Oh yeah.
Damn it, Mittens.
Okay, guys, listen. I'm still going to be here, but I'm just going to be on mic. I got to unload some parts into the shop, so give me just a minute, guys.
He's a good guy.
And we got a view of the seat.
At least he's responsible. You know, you got a lot of owners out there, carrier owners, that do not do what he does. You know, he's setting a very good example for other carriers to be successful, because that's how you take care of your drivers, not just your drivers, but the driver's family as well, because he gets them involved. And I'll tell you right now, John, you probably know this as well. There's no way that those type of carriers out there they don't give a damn. You know, it's just fill the seat, get the job done. You know, your family is your problem, not mine. You know, and it seems like JR knows exactly what he's doing, especially on that transparency and being honest and open. That's the only way to be.
You got to be like that.
Well, I had a driver go AWOL and not contact his wife. His wife called me, and I flipped on his ELD tracker and found him, and talked to him a little bit, and he was freaked out. He apparently had checked himself into a mental institution.
Wow.
He had a total mental breakdown. It was somewhere in Memphis. And of course, he's 20 miles. He's 20 miles from where he had to deliver, and he hadn't delivered yet. I'm like, oh, well. So I got on a plane and flew out to Memphis, grabbed the truck, and went and finished the delivery, got the truck back home, and waited for him to finally come back out. He came out, apologized like crazy, and turned in his stuff. I was like, dude, you're happy. You're welcome to continue to drive for me. And he said, no, I'm done. Thank you very much. Yeah, so it was a very respectful end to that operation. I've had some ones that went sideways though.
Well,
Well, I think we've all had one go sideways. I mean, I had an owner operator here years ago that they were in El Paso, he and his wife, and she didn't drive. She was just a passenger, and he passed away in the middle of the night. Had a massive coronary.
Yep.
And so she called me, and she's like, I don't know what to do. I'm stuck in El Paso with the truck and the load, and I'm like, okay, give me 20 minutes. I said, and I'll get this figured out real quick. And she's like, okay. So I hung up the phone. I immediately called Southwest, booked her a ticket to home to Mississippi. And I called her back and I said, okay, look, number one, are you in the truck? She's like, yes. I'm like, okay, number one, get out of the truck. You don't need to be in that truck.
Right.
Your husband passed away. Go in the truck stop. And I'd already spoken to the manager in the truck stop, and he was going to let her sit in the truck stop, and he was actually going to have one of his female employees sit with her. And I said, listen, I have emailed that the manager your airline ticket home. I said, it leaves in a few hours, and and he's going to personally give you a ride to the airport. And she's like, well, you didn't have to do, blah. And I'm like, look,
right.
Don't. And she's like, well, what about the truck? I said,
don't worry about
it. Give the keys to the manager. I said, I got his name. I said, give him the keys. She's like, all right, well, what about it? I'm like, look, it's taking me a few minutes to ground up. I said, I got to get a friend of mine to drive with me out there. I said, I'm on my way. I said, I'm going to grab the truck. I'm going to take.
Uh-oh.
Oh, damn.
Dude, that was.
You can also hire those driver services to do stuff like that, to drive it, finish a load.
I'm going to unload the load. I said, then I'm going to bring the truck and trailer back to the yard. She goes, well, what? I need to get it home. I'm like, but I need to get my trailer back to the yard. I said,
JR,
then, yeah.
You disappeared for 45 seconds, dude. What are you doing on Cricket Mobile?
I'm not on Cricket. My phone rang. My freaking
we lost
phone
45
rang, dude.
seconds of the whole story.
Oh, okay. So I sent her the ticket, told her to leave the keys with the manager. Then I got a friend of mine to ride with me out to El Paso. I drove out there. I got the truck. I brought it back to the yard, dropped the trailer in my yard, and parked the truck in my yard. And it took me about a week and a half to free up the time that I needed to get the truck back to Mississippi for.
Right.
And and then she was like, well, what, you did all this, what I owe you? I'm like, you owe me nothing, absolutely nothing. I was happy to do it. I said, if you can find a driver for it, I said, I'm happy to leave it leased on. Otherwise, tell me what you need. But, just thinking back to John's story, about the guy that checked himself into mental hospital, I have heard more than once where drivers have actually done that because they're just mentally exhausted from this job. And, it breaks my heart that a lot of these companies out there, they just don't care. They're like, you checked yourself in. We lost communication with you. You're fired. Where's my truck?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, when they get so big, I mean, it's you lose. You know, when you get a certain size, like, you know, back in our heyday, the most trucks, you know, between spinner vans, straight trucks, and the tractors, we had about close to 220, right? So, you know, we were big, but we weren't big. But now you start getting up in the hundreds and thousands, you know, things start kind of, you know, getting lost in the mix. You know, I mean, you can't touch every driver because you're relying on driver managers and terminal managers and things like that. And they, you know, unless they're groomed to have that mentality from the top, they're not going to have it, you know?
Well, but if it's to me, I think, now I've never been that big. Okay. The most I've had is 15 trucks. But if you have an SOP down that says, you know, when you talk to the driver in the mornings or whenever they call in, don't just talk business. Ask them how they're doing.
Oh yeah.
You know, how are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm sitting here waiting, and it's like, no. Outside of business, how are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
How are you doing? And I think if more companies did that, the drivers would see that they were not just a dollar sign for the company.
Right.
Yeah,
They would see that.
This. Yeah, you know, with shippers, a long time ago, I don't care if I age myself or whatever, shippers and brokers should go for a ride with the carrier to get a better perspective of what they do and what they're up against every single day on the road. Now, I made it a point, to your point, JR, that when the drivers came in, I didn't talk about business. I talked about their family. I talked about, hey, what do your kids do? What are your likes? What are your dislikes? I used to sit on the dock and talk to them because, to your point, you know, if they're not recognized and appreciated, they go nuts. You know, they start talking to themselves and all this because they're trying to vent. They have nobody to vent with. So every driver that came into my facility, I always, hey man, gave him a handshake. How you doing today? How are the roads? What happened over this last week? Have you seen your family, etc.? I mean, it's very important. And if there are any shippers out there, start doing this, man. Get off the bullshit of not letting the driver into the freaking warehouse and not talking to him. The logistics industry is about communication and building relationships. All right, you're going to succeed and gain so much benefits from doing so. You have absolutely no idea. And why? Because you've never done it. Start doing it, guys. To JR's point and what we're talking about, guys are dying in their in their trucks. You know, they're putting their hearts out there to deliver your goods. Appreciate what they do day in and day out. That's it.
Oh, it's a stressful job. We never had anything, knock on wood, that like a death in the truck or anything like that.
I have.
Yeah, we did have one guy, and you know, it is, you know, I hate to say he was let go, but we did have one guy cost us a $40,000 air charter, but you know, he was brand new tractor guy from the truckload industry coming over to the expedited industry, and his second load cost us a $40,000 air charter because his mentality was truckload, just get it there when it gets there, kind of thing. I'm like, this is for Cummins diesel. These are new launch engines that have to go from North Carolina to Indiana, and all the bigwigs, C-level guys are going to be there to see these engines. And yeah, it was like 19,000 pounds of motors coming out of Whitaker's, North Carolina, going to Indiana. And yeah, we had to route the truck. Over, I think
line down, right?
What? Yeah, it was shipping freight. Yeah, it was lying down freight.
Yep.
Well, yeah, it was and it wasn't. You know, there were kind of like new ones coming online, but you know, so yeah, there was going to be some disruptions, but I think we had to route the truck though. I think it was maybe Bristol, Tennessee, and put some of the engines on a plane to fly them from like Tennessee to Indiana, and then truck the rest of them. So that That was a pretty hefty bill. But we had to, hey, I mean, we were doing $2 million a year with Cummins Diesel, so we were going to write a check for 40 grand to save that business. And we did, but I didn't like it. I was pissed. I mean, I'm like, what in God's name are you doing?
I mean, there are exceptions to the rules, right? I mean, the way I look at the logistics, there's no guarantee in this business because there's so many damn exceptions to the rule that you and I and everybody else on this podcast have no control over except God.
That's right.
And the thing is that we're going to do the best that we possibly can to deliver it per expectations. But man, what happens if there's a landslide or a big accident and you're on the highway for 10 hours while they're trying to clear it off?
Well, that is something right there that really irks me because we've been up against that too. And everybody on this podcast and everybody who's listening that's in transportation, I hope have experienced this. But, you know, you've got, you know, this because we were using PC Miler at the time, right?
Yeah.
And, you know, you've got traffic events that are out of your control,
right?
And I'm not saying like road work, right? People were driving like idiots and creating wrecks, and then your truck's like the 100th car behind all that wreck, the cleanup, you know, and all that. Anyway, well, you know, we've had experiences where a broker or a shipper's like, well, can't you reroute the truck, get him off? We need that freight, you know, and you know, have him go off. I mean, like, no, what? No. You can't. No. You can't just do that.
Up to 3 miles.
I mean, it's just it's so stupid.
It is.
You know that how people react to a situation off of emotions, and
pretty much.
You know, the thing and it's the funny. It's the things that are out of your control as a carrier. You know, you just you know people. You're the first one to get blamed. It's probably your fault that the traffic accident happened. Well, no, it's not.
No,
you know?
Right.
But anyway,
that's the transparency. You know, like when people give guarantees. I mean, I hate that word guarantee.
Yeah.
And I hate the word expert too, because there's nobody in the world who's an expert because that's a know-it-all, and none of us knows that. So I mean, when you be transparent with your customers and you tell it just the way it is, you know. Oh, this person gives me a no, they don't. You know.
Well, it's all comes down to communication. If you know, but you do have those knuckleheads that freak out. You know,
they do.
They just can't wrap their head around
downward pressure, right? The shippers have downward pressure. The logistics manager from the CFO, the COO, you know, the directors who oversee the operations and stuff. You know, that pressure comes daily. You know, logistics is a high pressure industry day in and day out, depending on the complexity. But the more that you know about it and the more transparent you are about it when you're talking the shipper's language, they'll understand a little bit better. But don't overpromise and underdeliver, because there's just exceptions to the rule. And you tell them what those exceptions are. You know, you know, and so there's an agreement. And then if you have to, I used to print up maps. You know, and show like a red area or an accident where it happened, you know, just to prove my point and saying, look, this is from the state police, you know, here's where it happened.
Yeah, we were asked to provide something like that one time. We were in there was an accident. It was a Sprinter van, if I remember correctly. It had like a skid on the truck, and we were asked to provide some kind of proof of the wreck, you know, get some kind of, I'm like, go on Google. Well, you can find it yourself, but we'll Google be glad to do that. But I mean, you know, to be successful in transportation, it's all about having great communication from, you know, with drivers to the shippers to the broker. Just have
and some days it doesn't work. You know, regardless of how good your communication be, you can be the best communicator out there. If the guy on the other end is also not a good communicator, then everything's going to
fall apart. Right.
You know, so
you're right.
It's really difficult.
Yeah.
Especially when you do the right thing every single time. It's really difficult to make sure that everything plays your way, because
well, and that's
you don't know what the guy on the other end's doing.
Yeah, John, that's the reason why, as a shipper, and they fail to do so, especially if you're a logistics manager, to get S&OP involved in everything that you do, sales and operations and logistics management operations, right? Because it's the trickle down effect. If something happens And you got to let the sales guy know. The sales guy is going to reach out to his vendor and saying, "Hey, I just talked to the logistics manager. They got a problem." You keep everybody in the loop so that transparency is across the board. So when that problem comes up, they can communicate it many different ways, not just from you, but from them, and saying, "Oh, this actually did happen. You're going to expect it tomorrow at 8:00, not tonight at 11:00, because here's the reason." But the ones that don't, especially like when you got new products and all that kind of stuff that are launching, sit down with the carriers. You don't talk about rates and all this other kind of stuff. Talk about the new material that you have out there and how it's going to affect the load configuration and the weights and all that kind of stuff, because you got a contract, right? And you said, "Oh, it's going to be 35,000 pounds each load," but now that just switched up. You got to be transparent. You got to talk to them all the time about that kind of stuff. It's highly important. And when you have that breakdown of communications, you're done. You're toast. You're dead in the water, and you get so.
Yep, 100%.
I don't know what you're talking about over here, Josh. That's why I'm not putting up your comments. I don't know what all this is.
Cubs fans, man.
Yeah, I know. Okay. I don't know what all this is. We still love you, Josh. It's okay. Still love you.
He's been smoking too much.
Yeah.
He's been watching too many Cubs games. That'll take the intelligence right out of you.
Oh, damn, Jeff. That's funny.
Wow. So who's got big plans this weekend? Anything happen?
Not really.
Recovery, catch up.
I'm doing home stuff, man. That's what I'm doing. Try to finish my window trim, and get some other stuff. I'm doing just house shit, man. That's what I'm gonna be doing this weekend. Just house stuff. That's like my plan for every weekend that I am not gone to a truck show, which thankfully I got I don't officially have another truck show until beginning of September. So like a month and a half. That's it. Nothing fantastic. Except for maybe our Devil Wears Prada movie-thon.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, lucky you.
Do you have some Prada shoes you're going to wear?
Yeah, no. Hey, listen, man, look, you got Meryl Streep is like one of the greatest actresses to ever live, dude. And she's fucking hilarious. I can't remember the other lady's name that's in it right now, but she's a great actress too. So say what you want. Streep. I don't care what you think.
Silence says everything.
That's it. They're just all not comfortable with themselves, Jeff. That's all it is.
Oh, dude, I'm very comfortable with myself. I'm just not comfortable with the sore throat I'm rocking right now.
Yeah. Well, never mind.
Need some tequila, John.
Oh, I'm sure that's what John needs right now. I hear some Everclear will numb that right up, John.
Yeah, Everclear. There you go.
Little PJ. That's funny. We had a completely different subject. We had a pretty sizable event yesterday here in Winston-Salem. I guess it's still ongoing to some degree.
Another North Carolina thing.
Hey, it shifts back in North Carolina. Shut up.
Talk about some shit that none of us are nowhere near to be going to.
24-inch main, a 24-inch water main, one of the main trunk lines burst for bubbling up water out under the road. And so half of Forsyth County is without water, and they're talking about shutting the whole county down with no water. And there's no timeline on
wow.
This. Holy shit.
Yeah, then you're going to have to boil your water, too, when it comes up to...
Well, that's what they were saying, yeah. But you're talking about... So a buddy of mine last night, we were having a cigar and just kind of talking about that, because he actually was, born, he lives in Tennessee, but he was born here. But we were just kind of talking about, how important, and people don't realize how important water is to your livelihood. And you think about hospitals need water for the patients, the people in jail using the toilets, you can't flush it. I mean, what are they going to do? All the veterinarian clinics or the animal shelters, I'm sure because all the grocery stores around here are sold out of water. There's like a massive run on water, bottled water.
I'll bet there is.
Yeah, it's crazy. But you think about, water. I mean, you can't live without water. You can't.
No, you can't.
You have to have it.
Especially in this heat.
Yeah, but it kind of makes you think about it, people are freaking out. We're going to cut our water off for like a day or two, or we'll have no running water and they can't take showers. It's crazy. And there's a run on water.
Look what happened in Asheville, North Carolina when the hurricane came here, right? And I mean, Adam got me started on this thing, and we had boots on the ground for freaking 9 months, and I was shipping water and everything down there. So you're right, Spencer. I mean, it was like these guys were hard up, man. I mean,
oh god. Well, they're still dealing with a lot of it up there, believe it or not.
For sure.
Crazy. It's crazy, but
for sure. But I mean, think about that: cooking, bathing, drinking. I mean, they didn't have any of that, and we were sending down truckloads of water down there.
Well, and it's like I said, it goes down to also like your pets. I mean, your pets can't drink Coca-Cola and sweet tea or punch or whatever. You're not going to feed them that. No, they need water. So it's. Like I said, the ones that are in the animal shelters, and Sean brought up, think about all the prisoners and the people in jail. There's one toilet in a holding cell. Can't flush the toilet, can't use it, don't have water for what they gonna do. That's gonna be
to your point though. I used to have this list. Yeah, I used to have this list. What would happen if trucking just shut down, and what would happen? 4 days. It's all it takes. 4 days.
I think it's less than that now.
Yeah, the whole country would come to a complete stop.
No, it would be. Stop. It will be the end of civilization. I mean, that's a fact.
Not a week, not 2 weeks, or anything. 4 days. Everything would be gone. And so, that's why you can't take things for granted all the time. I mean, it's ridiculous.
So I'll tell you something. I've got a friend of mine, and this was back in. Yeah, it was 2024 when I was in DC for the Veteran Ready Summit. And a buddy of mine who was in the Marines lost one of his legs. We were just kind of talking up there, and because he's not really in transportation, but he goes to a lot of the events and things like that. He's got a nonprofit, but we were just kind of talking and. What's more important to the economy and to this country, military or trucking? And I kind of thought to myself when he brought it up, and we kind of talked about it a little bit further. So if you think about the way the military functions today, a lot of it's automated. You got, a lot of it's not ground forces anymore. But if we were ever invaded, there's enough gun owners in this country that have taken up arms that we could defend ourselves for a long time, because the enemy does not know how many households there are out there with guns and how many guns are in those households. They have no idea. So then you got all the dudes up in the hills of Eastern Kentucky, Tennessee, Virginia, West Virginia. But if you took the military out of the equation and we were being invaded by a ground force or whatever, we could probably defend ourselves for a while. We'd be okay for a while. But you take trucking out of the equation for just 3 days or 4 or 5 days, no, nothing, dead.
God, I missed a lot in 3 minutes.
So when you think about it, Spencer,
taking phone calls and
he was telling me that. I'm like, well, I guess you're right.
Yeah, so to answer your question on that, that's why Eisenhower in 1954 built the interstate
system. I know.
For that specific, how fast can we mobilize the military right to our borders that fast? And that's one of the reasons why he established all of them.
Yeah, it wasn't for commerce; it was for the military.
That's right.
To move around.
Yep.
It's just the commerce kind of took it over.
So. But when you think about it, the military uses the rail system more than any other type of mode of transportation, especially heavy equipment and tanks and all of that. I mean, you see them moving all the time.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yeah, they do.
Yes.
They do. They've been doing that since, But, it was just an interesting conversation that he was having, that he was bringing up and saying that stuff. Like, well, I guess, actually, it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I mean, I don't think people realize how detrimental trucking is to our lives every day. Just like a natural resource like water. You really take it for granted, and then if there's a threat with it, or it's going to go away, it really makes you start thinking a little bit. Like, uh-oh.
So what would happen if there was an organized gathering of all carriers throughout the United States and said, you know what, I'm fed up, pay up or we're not moving your freight to every shipper out there?
Yeah, it would never happen. It would never happen.
I know that.
A nice fantasy there.
But hypothetical, what if? Well, the government would get involved.
The government.
Hypothetical. It'll never happen. JR's right. It'll never happen. You might as well not even waste the brain cells to even think about
that.
They'd have,
But the federal government would step in and say, you don't have a choice. You have to move. Period. And if you're not, you're going to prison.
I think they should make a movie around that. Maybe Hollywood can make a movie about that.
That's what Convoy was.
Yeah, but to really make it to the full extent of like what would really happen if something like that happened, and show the after effects, the chaos and the looting and the rioting and all the nonsense that would happen.
Yeah.
Well, you transition from a standard movie set to a zombie movie set.
Yeah, and Tom Cruise could actually do a good job in that movie because
Yeah. Yep.
He likes to play those parts.
Yep.
No, not Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise is old. It's over. We need John Krasinski.
What was the movie Tom Cruise did? War of the Worlds.
He's actually pretty damn good.
Dude, John Krasinski is incredible. The freaking Jack Ryan series on Amazon is fantastic.
Yeah, agreed. Hey, listen, guys, I got to bolt. I got to run in here and sign some paperwork. They're waiting on me. So
have a good day there.
Y'all have a great weekend, and I'll see y'all next Thursday, or I'll see you around the funny papers.
You got it.
Roger.
All right. See you later, guys.
See you, man.
Bye.
Bro, I am supposed to go to the gym in 30 minutes, and I am absolutely getting destroyed right now.
Well, go and destroy some weights now.
I'm going to
get out on the weight.
Take your phone and go on the treadmill. You can do both at the same time.
I got 3 drivers trying to pick up a shipment for the second day in a row, and the shipper's like, well, this load canceled. I'm like, no, it did not. The first truck is on site at delivery. The freight is on your dock. Like, figure it out.
Tanu.
You love those situations.
That Tanu's ass.
God, I'm so glad I don't sling freight anymore.
Dude,
Jesus.
I'm just like, that's like one of 5 things I've got going on this morning. And it's just, it's all like just cascading.
Yeah.
When it rains, it pours.
You know what? I'm at the end of the day, I'm thankful I have a job. I'm thankful I have a way to provide for my family.
Yes, sir.
I just wish some of these people would use that little thing called common sense once in a while.
More customers you have, more problems.
Right? Yeah,
dude,
it's like Puff Daddy said, man. More money, more problems.
Yep.
We are in an industry where common sense just does not exist, and it will never exist.
No.
And the worst part is that we're all gluttons for punishment because we love it.
You want to know?
We do.
You want to know what I think the worst part of it is, John? Is that it isn't. There is very little common sense, but for some reason, those same people like to overcomplicate shit. It's
Yes.
like, dude, you wear Velcro strap shoes, okay? Don't be trying to.
Don't tell me how to do the job I know how to do. Like, sit along and
That
go for the
is-
ride with me, and you might
dude,
learn something.
That is one thing I've
logistics
noticed, man.
industry is a blindsided business. You're going to get blindsided. You don't know when, but it's going to happen. It happens to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to have thick skin, man, to work in this industry because
You do.
yourself nuts.
The worst part about this industry, though, is that once you're in, you can't get out. That to me is the biggest problem because I've had so many friends who sit there and say, "Yeah, I'm done with this." They go into insurance. They be insurance salesmen. What do they go do? They go end up selling commercial trucking insurance.
Yep. It's like being in the mafia.
Shit.
It's like being in the
exactly.
mafia. Once you're in, you never get out unless you die.
I agree. I just wish some people would just like not complicate things. Just don't need to be complicated.
They overcomplicate the uncomplicated.
Yeah, they do. I mean, that's probably my biggest thing. Like, man, like this shit. Honestly, for the most part, it's not rocket science. Quit trying to make it that. All right.
What really happens with that, Pedro, is that it's the experience versus the inexperience, and the inexperienced people are the ones that really overcomplicate the uncomplicated stuff because they don't know any better. They have absolutely no idea what toggle switch to hit at what time, And you don't learn that stuff in college. I'm sorry, the only thing you learn there is case studies.
I agree with that.
That already happened and stuff, but in real life, man, if you can't react quickly to an issue, you're screwed.
Yeah.
You are absolutely screwed. I never had that. I shouldn't say I never had that problem, but I never had that feeling I've got to get out. I mean, I'm 46 years in, man, and I love what I do. All aspects. You just learn and grow, go lateral, go up, go down, go sideways, whatever. I mean, that's the nature of the beast.
It's an amazing job, and
it is.
I'll be honest, I wake up some mornings and don't want to do it just because of the stress of everything going on. But at the end of the day, I don't know what else I would do.
Right. But seriously, man, I love what I do. I don't think I'm going to retire, man, because I truly say this. They're like, oh yeah, Jeff, man, you'll be out. No, I'm not, man.
Bro, you look great for 25 years old.
Thank you, buddy. It's mindset. If you're going to wake up and say, I'm going to have a shitty day, man. Yesterday sucked. I know it's going to happen again today. Man, you're not going to go anywhere, man. You're not. You got to get that mindset that, you can overcome any obstacle and go through any barrier in this business. And if you have that mindset, you're going to grow. You're going to go. You're going to grow and go, But if you just start doubting yourself, man, you're going to get lost quickly and you'll be out, man.
I just like an hour break to take an actual lunch break. It just let my mind rest for a few minutes because it's, when you're in this job and you're in this hot seat like you are, it is brain power all day long, 12 to 14 hours. Like my wife doesn't understand. She's like, you work a desk job. I'm like, yeah, but I am literally problem solving 12 to 14 hours a day. I'm bouncing from phone call to phone call to phone call.
And they're all different. They're all different. All of it. Every single one is different, and the thing is what comes with experiences is like, what, I remember that time, and then you reflect upon that. That's why you can react quicker because you've gone through that kind of stuff, and then what keeps you up and going is that new one. You're like, wow, man, never did this before, but I got to get through it,
Yeah, you're managing freight, you're managing people, you're managing emotions and problems.
Everything.
Yeah.
You manage everything.
Yeah. You do.
And you got to manage your family too. I mean, because your family's part of it, whether or not.
And yourself.
I mean, sometimes I'll be honest. I had a shitty day, man, and I just blew up in the house, and it's just like I shouldn't have done it. I'm sorry, But I mean, it's just nature of the beast, and you got to learn to separate it, and just back out, and don't take things personally. It'll eat you up, man. I did it for. I'm telling you, I had high blood pressure.
So you had a blow up and took it out on your mustache and shaved it, right?
No, I'm saying I had blood pressure at 210/140 because I departmentalized everything, and blamed myself and took everything personally. You can't do that in this business. And 30 years ago, I said, I'm not going to do that. I got to be a better delegator. You know, I'm not going to be that micromanager and think I know how to do things better than anybody else. You know, hire really good people because they represent you. You're only as good as the people that you have in the seats, you know, and just change that mindset. But if you think you can do it all, you'll be out. You won't last 46 years, man. You might do 25, maybe get to 30, but you're going to get tired and you're going to be out on your ass. You know, you got to change that mindset if you want to last in this industry. If not, man, you're going to get eaten up and spit out. Yep. Simple as that.
That is true. That's true. Yes. That is true. More people need to take heed to that.
I don't think my Jeff knows what I'm talking about when I say my route board. That's what is in our TMS. It's called the route board. I don't think my route board has been this full in over a year. I think I've got 50 loads currently in process.
Nice.
That haven't picked up or are picking up. Like, it's just, dude, it is.
It's a good problem to have.
It is.
It's a great
like
problem.
I am so thankful. But God bless.
Here's the thing, Adam. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. You're going to get through it. You see, some other people that don't have that experience, they're going to go, oh, what do I do now? Oh, my God, I got this one going here, that one going there. Just go back doing your business. It's like, because it's, you know, it's like washing your hands every morning. You know it. You're going to get through it. You're going to live. You're going to survive, you know. Other people that don't have that experience, man, they're just going to be like, what do I do now? You know, start asking questions and everything and then lying and bullshitting and everything that they have to do just to get through the day. And it'll kick them in the ass at the end of the day. Right. It will. But you're going to get through it. You're going to jump over that obstacle, no doubt.
True. That is true. Well, what do you think, Pedro? Should we end on that or what?
Yeah, bro. Yeah. Sorry, man. I'm busy too. Everything that Adam is saying, I feel that. Like, not, you know, yeah. It's been a thing. But hey, you know, good luck with I've had good luck with trucks. Adam and I were talking about this yesterday. You know, I started dabbling back into some flatbed stuff, had some decent luck with that so far. But yeah, man, so great point. It's great, a lot of great topics we covered in this little short hour today. Which we always do. It's a very entertaining show. It is. It's a good work show. Like, it is. Like, you know, one of us has always got something to say, and you know, like, you just sit back and just chill. And even the audience, like, it's definitely that show. You just put us on the background, just you know, type away or whatever. I know, that's what I'm saying. Who is that Jeff guy? And where's the El Jefe Jeffe? I know. We don't recognize him.
Freaking Nick.
That's what I said earlier when he said he had a blow up and he must have got pissed off and said, I'm gonna take it out on my mustache and shave it.
Well, I think Nick, I like where Nick's going with this. I think that's a clone. I think the real Jeff is probably locked in that door behind him right there.
The military complex.
Yeah, that's what it is. See, yeah, Jeff talks about all this crazy stuff he messed with. Yeah.
Hey, man, I am feeling good, man. I did 103,000 steps in 8 days, you know, and I'm going to get down below 200 by September. God help me. I swear to God, because I'm in that zone right now. I'm feeling great every morning, getting good sleep. You know, this is a guy that only did 450 steps a day for a couple years, just sitting behind my desk and working.
So happy, so proud of you, Jeff. I looked at
myself and I said, man, I'm unhappy, man. I do not like the way I look, man. That's it. Done. I'm finished. And once I start working out, man, I don't stop. I don't stop at all, man. So my next goal is I wanted 100,000 steps in 10 days. Now I'm going to go 200,000 steps in 20 days, but I'm already ahead on my 8th day at 103. So I'm going to do that. And then I'll get up to 250,000. I mean, I am not going to stop, man.
I'm ready to see El Jefe Jeffe with a ripped 12-pack and 5% body fat.
Yeah. That's not going to happen.
He's going to have calves.
30 years ago, but it ain't happening now.
Freaking calves the size of a fucking cow.
That's because you broke your neck, right, Nick. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Nick, quit getting in car accidents, you goober.
Jesus, man. He's like, I haven't been doing anything. Yeah, man. I mean, you just came off your broken neck.
Come on,
Yeah, I
Nick.
agree, Nick. That's the AI version because there was no way AI could replicate a perfect stash like the real Jeff has. So yeah, I agree. It's the the AI
I
clone
can
version.
grow that back really quick. But
I know. They said he'll have it back by this time at dinner.
Yeah, it'd be like what was it? The Santa Claus? Like he shave and he grew his hair back in 5 minutes.
There you go. Yeah.
Oh man. Anyway, what you got there? The real Mr. Spencer.
Buddy, I don't have it.
He's too about his 50 loads.
I just
They'll have them covered by noon.
shit. I wish.
He'll still be in the gym banging out his frustrations on the weights.
Listen, everybody. Adam is looking for someone to take his loads. So if you have any available equipment in whatever area it is,
in whatever city, we will figure it out. I will find something for you.
Yeah.
No, seriously. If you got flatbeds or step decks in Norfolk, Virginia, Detroit, Michigan, Houston, Texas, Pueblo, Colorado, Memphis, Tennessee, hit me up because I literally have freight every fucking
he's like, call your buddies, tell him to come too.
Send the SOS.
And if you're illegal, don't bother calling me.
Dude, maybe you
Call
should
Jeff.
Maybe you should try climbing the Empire State Building and
putting the sign up.
Putting your sign up there, yes.
I need that meme so I can put I have freight, call me and put my phone number on it.
That's funny. Typhoid John.
Well, of course, I didn't do my show this week because I was sick. So we moved that to next week. And again, we are now doing the show on Tuesdays at noon Central Time, kind of spreading out the entire lineup here on the Lounge Media Group. So be sure to check us out. We're going to be talking about collections and claims. So if you've experienced those kinds of situations, you're going to want to hear what we have to say. We have a mystery guest who's going to be joining us. So be sure to check that out.
Awesome sauce. What about
mystery guest?
What about you, Spencer?
I'm just glad Jeff's healthy enough to be on the show. I was excited to see his little face pop up.
Yeah.
Without a hat and with a shirt on. No, but
I've never seen it. Oh, you talking about Jeff or me?
There's
John. Who you don't know who the fuck he's talking about, John.
There's a cigar show this weekend in Charlotte. We may take Road Dog Cigar Company down there. It's a big thing.
Dude, your cigars were a hit at that after event.
Yeah, I saw Evan and Hunter and Alex.
Dude, I don't think Evan smoked his there, but everyone else did. I gave one of them was to like the director of recruiting for Mercer.
Hunter's had one before.
Yeah, that guy was he was with Anthony, I believe. I'm pretty sure his name was Anthony. Really nice guy, and heard he is a huge cigar guy, man. So yeah, they were a hit, bro. Like everyone liked them and stuff, man. Everyone smoked them there. So
yeah, RoadDogCigar.com is where they're at.
Oh,
yeah. Trying to grow in the cigar lounges and things like that, but that takes time to build that out. But yeah, but yeah, I mean they're good sticks. I mean they're really good.
They are, dude.
I'm telling you guys,
that's what 8-year age tobacco will get you. 8-year age tobacco.
We need to get ourselves a 40-foot box. We need to convert half of it into a studio lounge, and the other half do a walk-in humidor and coffee bar. I think if we did that, we just travel the country with that thing, man. We never have to work again in our lives.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
That's just thinking.
Get Gina and Steve to drive it for us.
Let's all just start like buying in together on the freaking Powerball.
Yeah, we all need to. That
son of a bitch is like 700 million right now.
Yeah,
guys, I can split that with you,
Adam. That's the only way we'll get out.
I can split it with you guys. I'm fine with 7
Me too.
million.
Yeah. Hey.
Oh yeah, definitely all the way. I'll buy it for and rent the plane myself. Let's go.
Yeah.
You would never hear from me ever again. I will vanish off the face of the earth.
Like
no, you
the
won't.
podcast will be dead as a mother.
Dude,
Just
yes,
fucking-
that's what everyone would
they-
think. I
they
went to
like-
witness protection if I won
What
that
happened to
type
the
of money.
logistics lounge? Nobody knows.
Yeah,
It just
every
disappeared
time
in the
somebody
Bermuda
logs on, you
Triangle.
got those like on TV. You got the green, yellow, red that bar, thing, just like just dead.
I would disappear that kind of money. I don't know. I don't understand why people with that type of money don't disappear. Like, isn't that the point of it? It's like, I don't know. Maybe I see money differently than other people. Oh no.
Well,
If you
it's
got-
the difference of whether you've had money or not. If you're new money, yes, you disappear. If
What
you're
is-
old money, no. It's
Right.
if you're not making more money, you're losing money. So your money needs to be making money in order for you to
Mhm.
feel
You can
comfortable.
still have your money make money, dude. Like, if you won $100 million, you had $100 million today, and you just went and dumped like 90 million of it into a bunch of good high interest bearing accounts or some good stuff, got the right person, bro. Your grandkids will never have to fucking work again.
Mhm.
Oh, I know.
Warren Buffett, bro,
Oh, no,
the power
I
of compounding interest. That's how that guy fucking made money.
Oh, I know.
But I get what you're saying.
But
I'm just saying, like,
none of us are Musk.
No, that's true. That's true.
What is the Powerball up to right now? I don't even
700
follow it.
something million.
700, yeah,
Yeah.
700 something million.
Yeah, it's pretty high.
Wow. Yeah, I don't know if I.
Dude,
could
you
on
guys
that.
remember when that thing barely broke like 500 mil, a couple hundred here,
and
a couple
everybody
hundred.
was crapping their
Dude,
pants.
yeah. And now it's like it gets close to $1 billion on a pretty regular basis.
Mhm.
I think it's already
the
been over $1
jackpot was,
billion.
what, 1.2? I think.
Yeah, some of
1.2
that.
billion?
Yeah, it's already cracked $1 billion once or twice. I know for sure.
Wow.
Yeah, it's nuts, dude. Anyway, all right. Hope everyone has a great rest of your Thursday. Nothing else this week on the Lounge Network. We're all taking a break. I like it, dude. I say that.
I got everyone sick.
Yeah,
I got everyone.
everyone's just sick of you, John. That's all.
Gave us all herpes.
Thank you,
All right.
John.
Hey, we're going to be out of here, everyone. Hope you enjoy the rest of your Thursday. Have a wonderful week. Have a splendid weekend. And we will catch everybody next week. Yeah. Have a good one.